You are in the Coach's Corner, presented by Uptown Social. I'm Everett German, joined by the head basketball coach, Earl Grant. Coach, a tough weekend for your Cougars. Had your 3-game winning streak snapped. 2 great games here at TD Arena. Unfortunately, the guys just came up a little bit short. I know you've had a chance to kind of go back and watch the film. Just your overall thoughts of what was a tough weekend for Charleston.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I knew it was going to be a challenge with the opponent who we were playing. Overall, I thought we made progress this weekend. Certainly, sometimes it's hard to see progress when you fail. I thought we defended hard for about 35 minutes in both games. Where we had them in the 60s at the number we want to have them at. I just think there's 2 things that jump out for me. Just trying to figure out, why we have a slow start. We had a slow start, I think, specifically in the Sunday game. Just was slow getting going, got down 8 to 10 points. In the middle of the game, we really started to, pick up our level of energy and really started to execute a lot better. And then the start of the second half, we were unbelievable. And so, got to figure out how we can start better the first 6 to 8 minutes of a game. And then I think, our guys showed great character, throughout the weekend. We kept fighting, we kept, plugging away, kept believing in what we were doing. We took the lead, and then it came down to 4 minutes left. 3 minutes left, and they just made a few more plays than us. So the way I look at it is we needed one more stop and maybe make one more shot, and obviously we would have had a fantastic weekend, but we didn't get the job done. But I still got to see the progress that we made and just make sure we continue to keep working hard moving forward.
Well, it started on Saturday. Charleston fell 67 to 62. Brendan Tucker leading the way for the Cougars with 17 points. To me, Coach, it seemed like the difference in the game was the free throws. Northeastern, they were 18 for 26 from the free throw line. Charleston just 7 of 13. Not often that you see on the road team makes more free throws than the home team attempts.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't figure that out from the first game. I thought it was a physical game. I thought it was a game that we both were driving the ball. They got the call, we didn't. So maybe they did something better defensively than us in terms of, showing our hands and walling up around the basket. Maybe we just need to continue to work on that. But, they got to the free throw line, we didn't. And it was a, 1 or 2 possession game. So if a team doubles your free throw shooting, I think they made more than we attempted. And we lost in a 1 possession game. So that's the story of the game right there. Certainly we're watching the film and we're trying to figure out how we can get better with just defending without fouling. But it was disappointing in that first game in terms of the number of free throws they attempted, and obviously we weren't getting that same call. So, but we had a high-level officiating crew, so I couldn't complain about that. And again, we just got to keep getting better.
Yeah, the villain really of the weekend, Doherty of Northeastern on that Saturday, Coach, 7 for 14 from the free throw line. A very active player. Then in the second game, Charleston did a much better job. But back to, that Saturday game, Coach, you talked about it, somewhat of a slow start, but your kids never gave up. I know that's one positive that you definitely took from the weekend.
Yeah, there were a lot of positives, Again, sometimes you can't see them in a loss. But there were a lot of positives. Thought we've really improved over the last 3 weeks. We just got to stay encouraged, man, and keep working. We're trying to rotate some young guys in there and trying to get them to understand the level that you have to play at in conference games. It's new for them. So I got to keep pushing them and keep challenging them. But at the same time, I got to be patient because the season goes through March. And if we continue to, get better and continue to improve, and maybe we'll be winning these 1 possession games as we go through the conference stretch.
So then you fast forward to Sunday, and Coach, I was kind of surprised at the slow start because, well, up to this point on Sundays, we really have come out with a renewed focus. But you also have to wonder if, Coach, the kids played so hard on Saturday, maybe they were kind of they're mentally just not all there because they did play well enough to win on Saturday and just came up short.
Yeah, you're always trying to figure out how you're going to respond on a quick turnaround. We've been in a situation on the road where we lost the first game, played great the second game. Then we've been in a situation where at home last week we won the first game, and now we got to find a way to do it again the second day. This time was a little different. I thought we did put out a lot of energy on Saturday. The minutes of our players were really high. I got to try to do a better job with our bench, making sure Cam Copeland and Keegan Harvey and some of those guys just get more playing time so I don't have my 3 guards playing 35 and 36 minutes, especially on the first day of a 2-game swing. So that's something me and the staff got to do a better job of watching our sub patterns just so we can have those guys fresh throughout the weekend.
It really was a tale of two halves there. Only 20 points in the first half for the Cougars on Sunday, but you erupt for 46. Coach, that final play, they score the tip-in by Doherty. You elect not to take a timeout. Two good looks at the basket, just shot wouldn't fall.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hard thing for a coach trying to figure out, do you call a timeout or not? Sometimes you feel like you have to call a timeout. We were in the same scenario a week ago. Down 2 with 2 seconds to go. We won the game. This time, we had a one-possession game. We didn't call a timeout. We let the guys play. We had a good shot. We didn't make it. So, it's a game of basketball. That's the way it works. And obviously, it's painful when you lose the game, but you got to just keep working hard and try to learn from those experiences because the season, it's a lot more season left to play.
So Charleston falls on Sunday, 68-66. Brendan Tucker leading the way with 20 points. Osinachi Smart with 6 points, but 10 big rebounds. So the Cougars go 0 for 2 for the weekend. But you know what? Basketball continues as we'll take a break. And when we come back, we'll talk about the next opponent, that being William and Mary. You're watching the Coach's Corner presented by Uptown Social. We'll be right back.
I shut my eyes and my mouth and my legs just gave out. Why in the world would you hit me when I'm down? When I'm down. 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 Get lost in this one is intercepted.
That's for this towel.
There was a mess. I wiped up a mess.
Yeah, you.
Where is the box? Never mind, I found it.
When game day is a go, there's a Bud Light there.
Welcome back to the Coach's Corner, presented by Uptown Social. Everett German with the head coach, Earl Grant, talking Cougar basketball. And after a disappointing weekend, Coach, now you got 5 days to get ready for the next task. That's William and Mary, as the Cougars will be in Williamsburg this weekend. Coach, a place that Charleston has never won. Kaplan Arena, 2 chances this weekend to snap that streak.
Yeah, I mean, next game on the schedule. They got a good team, a lot of new guys. We're going to focus on the preparation and see if we can make some progress again this week like we did last week again. I think you can have progress and still lose a game. So now it's time for us to figure out how to continue to make that progress. William and Mary is the next opponent, and we'll be fired up, ready to go when we get to Virginia.
All right, so what do you think, Coach, are some of the keys and some of the things you want to see for your team this week?
Well, I think, just continue to improve defensively. We've been doing a great job of keeping people in the 60s, and that's our number. So being able to continue to trust each other on defense, really believing in our system and what we're trying to accomplish defensively, that's number one. And then offensively, just continue to share the ball, get our assist numbers up. We scoring in the 60s. Obviously, we should be in the 70s if we can get more assists, looking for each other, being unselfish, really driving the ball, making good fundamental plays so we can continue to take care of the ball. That's another thing we've done a good job of. We are taking care of the ball. Certainly that's something we want to continue to do. So I think taking care of the ball, sharing it offensively, really trying to help each other find easier shots, but continue to build that defensive identity.
All right, so it'll be the Cougars in Williamsburg this Saturday and Sunday. Tip-off will be 1 o'clock on both days. I'll be on the air with the pregame show starting at 12:30. As a matter of fact, the women, they'll be playing here at TD Arena this weekend against William and Mary, I believe, at 1 o'clock. So come watch the ladies, bring a radio, listen to me, so that way you can kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone. But again, you can catch us on 94.7 FM, 910 AM, or charlestonsportsradio.com. All right, so thank you for watching the Coach's Corner presented by Uptown Social. and we'll see you next week.